Prior to the Canada Conference, the regional intensive training was held on August 28th for 3 days at the Doubletree Hotel, with the participation of 4 churches in Toronto. Next year's direction for the evangelism movement will be geared towards regional intensive camp to revive regional evangelism. Headquarters, the Evangelism Institute and Missionary Training Center will join together in this effort, and the direction will aim to save the 5 systems. The 10th semester of the Church Officer Graduate Program begins on September 8th with the Synod-based United Opening Worship that will be broadcast live through the RUTC broadcasting station. Through the Remnant Day, the flame of the Remnant movement is being spread to 34 regions of 11 nations. Remnant internships will also be made available in the overseas fields as well. The RUTC broadcasting station has formed partnerships with 17 broadcasting stations throughout the world, and Reverend Yu Guangsu's gospel message is being aired in 148 regions, including the US, South America, Europe, and Africa. Also, through Justin TV and Livestream, the RUTC broadcasting station is aired in real time. Hello everyone, we will begin the Canada RUTC news. First news. The Canada Regional Intensive Training was held last month from the 28th for 3 days at the Doubletree Hotel. The intensive training that began on the 27th was led by Reverend Kim Sang-bum of the Specialized Evangelism Training Center. The 5 prepared regional churches that had already been found were confirmed. Then, starting on the 28th for 3 days, the intensive training was held with 4 churches in the region: Toronto Remnant Church, Waterloo Kitchener Antioch Church, Toronto Emmanuel Church, and Toronto Covenant Church. Separate church retreats were also held. In June, the camp administration analyzed the Golden Fields of Canada and held preparatory camps in Vancouver and Toronto to establish 5 regional churches. Following the camp, participants shared forum regarding the life of the evangelist through SNS and prepared for the intensive training. Next year's evangelism movement will be centered on the Regional Intensive Evangelism Camp. Also, the RUTC will be reorganized and replanned in order to provide realistic spirituality, specialty, and vision training for the remnants. The business and industry missions will help remnants select their future career paths using a more detailed approach. Teams will be formed for this through headquarters, the Evangelism Institute, and Missionary Training Center in each region in order to utilize the training we have received until now. Directions will be set in order to make a system for Tarakbang, regional church, specialized church, and school evangelization. Then, pastors in that region will be raised in order to give the lectures. At present, teams are being formed to relay the messages and resources for the lectures. Also, through the RUTC that is constructed, realistic spirituality training for the remnants will take place. In addition, specialty and vision training will also be prepared by the remnant administration. Plans for the RUTC will be re-examined in order to make a RUTC that is needed on a national and social scale. All preparations will be made within the year so that believers throughout the nation and the world can pray together before we begin anew. Also, the business and industry missions will help remnants select their career by introducing historical figures and taking a more detailed approach. The 10th semester of the Church Officer Graduate Program will be held on September 8th at 5 p.m. at the Pundang One Light Church in Korea. The worship will be broadcast live through the RUTC broadcasting station, and each synod will gather together to give worship. The 10th semester includes 4 lectures on the study of evangelism by Reverend Yu Guangsu, including the opening worship, overseas ministry forum, systematic theology, and church officer regional church forums, and will close with the synod-based United Worship on December 22nd. The program is open to church officers, lay people, young adults aged 30 and above, and pastors. Registration will be received at each of the participating churches. During the 9th semester, 323 churches from 11 nations took part in the program. In Canada, Covenant Church participated in the program. The Remnant Day is being spread to 34 regions of 11 nations, and specifically, remnant internships are being prepared to fit each regional situation. In Canada, the Remnant Day is being held in Toronto and Vancouver. In Toronto, 4 churches are gathering each month and meeting at the Toronto Remnant Church. Middle school, high school, and college remnants are preparing the Remnant Day, and until now, they have prepared a sports tournament, praise conference, Bible Golden Bell quiz, and various other programs. It is proving to be a day of oneness for all age groups in the region. Also, college remnants are giving specific pointers to young remnants regarding college life. In Oklahoma, internship teams have been made centered on college students. These students lead the word forum and also teach remnants how to play instruments. Also, remnants are researching and presenting their findings regarding the 3 organizations and other religions. In Houston, the Remnant Day preparation team has been separated into 5 teams: PR, communication, finances, broadcast media, and planning and executing. And remnants are incorporated into each team in order to receive internship. New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia are gathering together for Remnant Day, and starting from April, specialists in the region have been invited to give special lectures. On the 18th, Dr. Hong Byung-hee was invited to give a special lecture. In the region of Shizuoka, Japan, an academic camp is being held after Core and Remnant Day in order to help students with Korean language, English, and mathematics. Besides these fields, the Remnant Day is being held in the Philippines, Taiwan, England, France, Australia, Germany, and many other fields of the world. 11 regions of 8 additional nations, including Spain and Hong Kong, are preparing to begin the Remnant Day. The RUTC broadcasting station has formed partnerships with 17 broadcasting stations throughout the world, and Reverend Yu Gong-su's gospel message is being aired in 148 regions, including the US, South America, Europe, and Africa. Also, you can watch the RUTC broadcasting station real-time through the internet broadcast Justin TV and live stream. Now you can watch the RUTC broadcasting station programs anywhere in the world without buffering. In the US, messages are being broadcast through 5 broadcasting stations in New York, New Jersey, Seattle, Washington, San Jose, and Hawaii through basic channels, satellite, cable, and radio. In Peru, the messages are being broadcast through Wacho TV. In Venezuela, through cable channel Reforma TV. In French-speaking regions, through Switzerland's DU TV and France's Top Chrétien internet broadcast. In Tanzania, the messages are being aired through ATN TV and through Family TV in Kenya and Central and East Africa. In Kazakhstan, Russia, other former Soviet regions, the Czech Republic, and Eastern Europe, the messages are going out through CNL TV. In the Philippines, the messages are being broadcast in 89 regions through Light TV, and in Baguio, the messages is being broadcast through Sky TV. In Japan, Reverend Yu's messages are being broadcast through KSP Internet Broadcast. In this way, broadcast missions is arising full force through the 17 overseas broadcasting stations.
Together, we can go to proclaim the gospel in the remotest regions of Africa, Europe, South America, and Asia, which have never heard the gospel before. You can give the gift of hope to the wandering youth who don't know where to go, and the people around us burdened by pains and scars. Through your monthly contribution, the gospel is being heard in over 100 nations. With just one phone call, you can be the missionary who sends. Contributions can be made to Kunmin Bank 851-201-04-036550, the World Evangelism Alliance. Telephone inquiries can be made to 060-700-1138. Thank you.
This has been your Canada RUTC News. Thank you.